Welcome to the dark side of reality, where the line between fact and fiction blurs, and the most terrifying stories are rooted in truth. In this video, we're going to explore the top 9 horror movies that are based on true stories. These films not only entertain, but also remind us that sometimes the most frightening things are inspired by real events. So grab your popcorn, turn off the lights, and prepare to be haunted by these real-life inspired tales of terror. Now let's dive into our list, starting with number 9. The Possession is about a young girl who becomes possessed after finding a mysterious box at a yard sale, an event that changes her life forever, plunging her into a world of darkness and fear. Her father and his ex-wife must work together to save her from the malevolent spirit inside the box, which threatens to tear their family apart and destroy their lives, leading to intense scenes of supernatural terror as the family fights to break the curse and save their beloved daughter from a terrifying fate that seems almost inevitable. The movie is inspired by the true story of the Dybbuk box, a wine cabinet said to be haunted by a Jewish spirit known as a Dybbuk, which is a restless, malicious entity with a dark past. Purchased in 2001 by a man in Portland, Oregon, the box brought with it a series of unfortunate events and inexplicable phenomena. He experienced misfortunes like health issues and strange occurrences, which seemed to have no logical explanation, leaving him desperate for answers. Later, selling it on eBay with warnings of its haunted nature and the dangers it posed to anyone who owned it, hoping to rid himself of its curse. Reports of paranormal activity, such as lights flickering and objects moving on their own, have been consistent, have persisted among subsequent owners, adding to its chilling legend and mystique, making it a subject of fascination and fear. The story continues to captivate and terrify audiences worldwide, leaving a lasting impression on everyone who hears it, ensuring its place in horror folklore. This movie tells the chilling story of Emily Rose, a young woman believed to be possessed by a demon whose exorcism leads to her tragic and untimely death, shocking everyone around her and leaving a lasting impact on her community. Followed by a gripping courtroom drama where the priest is tried for negligent homicide, blending horror with intense legal tension and drama. Based on Anneliese Michel's case, a German woman who died in 1976 after an exorcism, sparking widespread media attention. Diagnosed with epilepsy and depression, her family and priests firmly believed in demonic possession, despite medical advice, leading to over 60 exorcism sessions in total, each more harrowing than the last, pushing her to the brink. Her death from malnutrition and dehydration sparked a highly publicized trial, raising intense debates about religion versus medical science, ethics, and the limits of belief, challenging societal norms. With her story remaining a controversial topic, still widely discussed today by many people around the world. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds depicts a small town suddenly attacked by flocks of birds, with Tippi Hedren and Rod Taylor facing relentless avian assaults, creating a suspenseful atmosphere as the town descends into chaos. Inspired by a 1961 article in the Saturday Evening Post about a California town attacked by seagulls driven by a toxic algae bloom affecting their behavior. The birds crashed into buildings and died, an event Hitchcock witnessed, later influencing the film's portrayal of unexplained bird aggression, with scientists later linking it to domoic acid poisoning, adding a layer of eerie realism. This film follows a reporter, after losing his wife, becoming obsessed with the Mothman, a winged creature linked to doom in a small town. He uncovers eerie prophecies and supernatural events, leading to a haunting exploration of mystery and loss. Based on John Keel's book about Mothman sightings in Point Pleasant, West Virginia in the 1960s, the creature is described as large and red-eyed. These sightings were linked to the 1967 Silver Bridge collapse, which killed 46 people. Keel documented strange phenomena like phone calls and visions, adding to the town's eerie legacy. The Entity is about a single mother sexually attacked by an invisible entity, a force she cannot see or escape, no matter how hard she tries, no matter where she goes. She seeks help from a parapsychologist to rid her home of the force, with Barbara Hershey delivering a harrowing performance as she faces relentless supernatural assaults and terror night after night. Inspired by Doris Bither's 1970s claims of ghost attacks in her Los Angeles home, the story delves deeply into the unknown and unexplained. The events were investigated by parapsychologists who documented phenomena like objects moving and physical attacks, adding to the chilling narrative and deepening the mystery. Her story, marked by her traumatic past and substance abuse, remains debated and controversial, sparking endless discussions, with some seeing it as a case of psychological distress rather than paranormal activity, questioning the true nature of her terrifying experiences. The mystery of the Entity continues to intrigue and terrify audiences worldwide, leaving them with more questions than answers and a lingering sense of unease. This classic horror movie follows a family moving into a house in Amityville, New York, previously the site of a mass murder. They experience supernatural terror, like ghostly apparitions and strange noises, leading to their desperate flight after 28 days. Based on the Lutzer family's alleged 1975 experiences at 112 Ocean Avenue, they reported paranormal activity like cold spots and voices following the 1974 DeFeo family murders. However, their claims are controversial, with some accusing fabrication for profit and skeptics questioning the authenticity of the haunting. The Amityville Horror remains a chilling tale that blurs the line between fact and fiction. The Conjuring features paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren helping a family terrorized by a dark presence in their farmhouse, with chilling scenes of possessions and exorcisms becoming a franchise cornerstone for its realistic scares. Based on the Warrens' investigation of the Perron family's haunted house in Rhode Island in the 1970s, reporting phenomena like witch apparitions and physical attacks. The family's experiences, documented in case files, are debated, with some viewing them as genuine paranormal events, while others see them as exaggerated for publicity. The Conjuring remains a chilling tale of the supernatural. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho is about a young woman checking into a remote motel run by Norman Bates, revealing his dark secret with the iconic shower scene and psychological twists, making it a seminal horror film. Inspired by Ed Gein's 1950s crimes, a Wisconsin man convicted of murder and grave robbery whose bizarre behavior, including wearing human skin, horrified the nation. Robert Bloch's novel, adapted by Hitchcock, drew from Guy's case, though the motel setting and specific events were fictionalized for dramatic effect. Hitchcock's masterful direction turned it into a timeless classic. The Exorcist is about a girl, Regan, possessed by a demon with priests attempting to save her through intense exorcism rituals. Considered one of the greatest horror films for its graphic portrayal of possession and faith. Based on William Peter Blatty's novel inspired by the 1940s exorcism of Roland Doe, a boy exhibiting possession symptoms like levitating objects and speaking in tongues. Priests performed the ritual, and while controversial, the case, later identified as Ronald Hunkler, remains a landmark in paranormal history. And there you have it. The top 9 horror movies based on true stories. Each of these films takes inspiration from real-life events that are as chilling as they are fascinating. Whether you're a die-hard horror fan or just looking for a good scare, these movies are sure to leave you with goosebumps and a newfound appreciation for the thin line between fact and fiction in the world of horror. Remember, sometimes the truth is stranger and more terrifying than any fiction. Stay curious and stay scared.